This is a quest guide to the Clocktower quest in the game of RuneScape. Even though that there are no requirements for the actual quest to be completed, it is recommended if you are a lower level to bring some food and or armor. Because there are a few monsters that will try to kill you, not saying that they can. So to start this quest, you're going to want to go to the Clocktower outside of Arjagon. I'm not really 100% sure how to say that actual town name, but that's the best I can. You're going to talk to Brother Kojo, and he will tell you that he needs help doing something because something happened and he lost all of his cogs to his clock tower. To actually get to the clock tower, it's just north or southwest of Arjagon and west of Arjagon Zoo. It's pretty simple to get to. Okay, once you've started the quest, you want to go downstairs and you see the center pillar. We're going to be using that often. It's got the 4 spindles that we're going to place the cogs on. The first spindle we're going to use, or the first cog that we're going to actually go for, is the black cog. To actually get the black cog, all you need is either A, a bucket of water, or B, a pair of ice gloves. What ice gloves do is I believe they're from the Heroes quest, but they allow you to pick a feather from a phoenix during the Heroes quest. But anything extremely hot they will allow you to pick up, because they're obviously cold gloves, ice, hint, yeah. So, once you have your bucket of water and or ice gloves, you're going to want to either, if you use the bucket of water on the black cog and then quickly pick it up, or just take the black cog off the fire if you're wearing the ice gloves. Once you have done this, you should return to the center pillar, as you can only hold 1 cog at a time. Once you get back to the center pillar, you're going to want to use your black cog on the black spindle, which is the one that is on the east of the pillar. Once you've done this, you can then begin to go to your second cog, which in this video will be the red cog, and we will get to that in a moment. As you can see, I did this this quest with a clanmate of mine who had also not done the quest. Even though I am a fairly high level, this quest would be easy for a level 3 skiller, and it's a free 500 coins and also a free quest point. Not really free because you earned it. Once you're ready to get the red pillar, this is the part where you will either A, need armor, B, need food. However, if you are a higher level such as myself, they will not even attack you. If you take a monster's level, double it by itself, so in this case it would be 53 plus 53, which is 106, and then add 1, which is 107. If you're 107, I believe they will still attack you, but if you're 108, they will no longer be aggressive towards you. Once you've gotten your red cog, you're going to want to return to the center pillar, and not do what I did, where you try to use it on every single spindle in the basement. You have to go up 1 floor, which for this video will be called the first floor, and then use the red cog on the red spindle there. Once you've done that, you should return to the room with 4 colored tiles on it to begin your next journey for your next cog. I have done this quest before on one of my older accounts, but however I do not play on that account anymore because it was banned for a while. And then once they updated from the old wilderness to the new wilderness, I got that account back due to they thought for some odd reason that it would fix everything. However, I did not play on it anymore. Once you're ready to get the white cog or gray cog, if you're going to be picky about colors or something like that, you're going to want to head to the northwesternmost corner of this small dungeon. You're going to want to pick up the rat poison, and then you're going to head east from there to a small rat cage. It looks like a small jail for rats. You'll see on the wall 2 levers, one down and one up. The one that's down will open the door once you flip it up, and the one that's up, once you flip it down, will release food into the food trough for the rats to eat. You're going to want to use the rat poison on the food trough, causing all the rats to gather in the center of the room, and then journey over to the door that is blocking you from getting your white or gray, depending on if you're color picky, cog. Once you've achieved this, you should just go and right-click the door, because I had trouble with left-clicking the door. Whether they fix that or not when you do this quest, I do not know. Once you've done that, you're going to want to go through the door and pick up the white cog. After you've picked up the white cog, you're going to want to climb up the ladder, and you will come out near the clock tower entrance. Go back through the clock tower, go to the 3rd floor, which is the very top floor of the clock tower, and place the white cog on the spindle. Some quest guides will tell you to go to the 3rd floor, but I thought the 3rd floor would be the 3rd floor from the basement floor. So as you can see, I'm about to fail again miserably with this entire white cog, or the cogs, and have to go up one more floor. As you can see, once you go up the floor, use the white cog on the white spindle as you did with the black cog and the black spindle, and red cog and the red spindle, and then return to the center room with the tiles in it. Once you've returned to the center room, this part's a little tricky, and you may or may not need a run or energy restore potion for this, depending on who you are. They're like 20 GP each for a normal one, and they're fairly simple to buy. If that is you, then that's fine, but if you have a higher agility level or not really wearing any armor, you shouldn't have trouble with this next step. Once you get to this room, there will be small jail cells, and you can see that there's no doors to any of them, and you'll have to use a ladder system, which at first you'll be like, okay, this doesn't seem too hard, but in reality it's trickier than it may seem. Once you go up the ladder that is not blocked off by a jail cell, you will see 5 ladders and a 6th spot where one will be blocked off. Completely ignore that and don't go down any other ladders. Head directly east until you see a farming patch. Once you see the farming patch, you should head north, unlike what I did here, and continue heading east towards the Tower of Life. I did not intentionally do that. I just zoned and kept running too far, which in turn would hurt me in the long run if I wasn't wearing more lightweight equipment and had a higher agility level. Once you find this ladder near the Adragon Zoo, you should go down and then run through this long corridor until you get to the end, which will be where the blue cog will be. If you're a very low level, like level 3, there will be a rat that will attack you, but you should not have any trouble with it, for the rat is only level 12. And if you're doing this quest, you're probably a member, and unless you're a skiller, then you are more than likely going to be a higher level. Once you've reached the end of the corridor, there will be a small wall. Just click on the wall. It says push wall. Once you push the wall, go ahead and pick up the blue cog. Be sure not to click on the ladder, because once you go up, you cannot go back down. You'll come out in that spot that's covered up by looks like a piece of green wood. Once you've done this, make sure you're on the outside of the fence and click towards the door. Then return to the center pillar that you've been placing all the cogs on. Go to the 2nd floor or 3rd from the basement. Use your blue cog on the spindle, and then you are virtually done with the quest. When you finish this, go down, talk to Brother Mojo. Speak with Brother Kojo. He will give you your reward of 1 quest point and 500 coins. If you'd like to see more quest guide videos such as this one, please rate, comment, and subscribe on what quest you would like to see next. Have a nice day.